stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment of silence.
Thank you, Ebony Green, for today's beat. Coming up on today's show, we recap the Spring Fling.
And we dive into recent drag bands. Get ready because RNE-TV Live starts now.
Good morning, Cavs. Today is Thursday, May 4th, 2023. I'm Zoe Beecraft. Today is National Orange Juice Day.
And I'm Lillian Mirasevich. Let's start with today's top stories. 2 stars debuted their pregnancies in style at Monday's Met Gala in New York. Tennis world champion Serena Williams and model and entrepreneur Carly Kloss stepped onto the red carpet, both sporting black gowns draped with white strands of pearls and 2 special accessories, baby bumps. It was Williams and Kloss's first time announcing the news. Williams shared her relief, saying that she can stop hiding now that her secret is out. She and husband Alexis Ohanian wed in 2017. They have 1 daughter together. Kloss, who shares 1 child with husband Joshua Kushner, told Vogue magazine, "This is the first time she's sharing the news." Kushner, who is former White House aide Jared Kushner's brother, and Kloss wed in 2018. They welcomed a son in March of 2021. RNE held the school's 2nd annual Spring Pep Rally right before the week of spring break, recognizing RNE's spring sports teams. The event featured a pep rally with musical chairs, a dunk tank, and DJs from Hot 103.9. Students had the entire afternoon to hang out, interact with multiple vendors, and eat a variety of food options.
It was more events, more excitement from the junior section.
When they had the kids were the administrators that nobody could hit. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite part, just the music incorporated.
Center would like to help you boost your vocabulary power by sharing an ACT word of the day. Today's word of the day is notion, which means a belief about something. For example, I'm not sure what gave her the notion that I was mad at her. Attention work-based learning students. It is now time to turn in your work hours for April. You also need to have your April supervisor evaluation. All paperwork is due May 12th. That is the end of the work-based learning course. Model UN at RNE is starting back up next year. Interested students can scan the QR code to fill out a form in order to know more information in the future or talk to Mr. Sims or Mr. Blair. National Honor Society is partnering with Columbia Animal Services to host an animal shelter drive at RNE. Donations accepted include dog and cat food, toys, collars, cleaning supplies, blankets, and towels. Donations can be dropped off in rooms S104, S204, or the main office. The drive ends tomorrow. Attention seniors. Richland Northeast High School is proud to announce the return of a traditional senior class speaker. The recipient of this honor will have the opportunity to formally address the class of 2023 at graduation. The senior class speaker conveys a message of hope and promise, reflects on common experiences, and inspires fellow graduates to continue to soar as only Cavaliers do. Applications are due on May 11, 2023 at 4 p.m. Please see the email that was sent by Mrs. Cherry with the application. RNE Visual Art Showcase is available for viewing until May 12th, with school reception during first, second, or third blocks with teacher sign-up. All are invited to the evening awards presentation and reception on Thursday, May 11th from 5:30 to 7 in the RNE Science Atrium.
Attention seniors, the deadline to complete the senior exit survey and parchment request is tomorrow at 4:00 p.m. Please complete both the survey and parchment request so that you can be cleared for graduation. Please check your emails from Mrs. Cherry for the link. The final book club meeting for this school year is tomorrow in the Media Center Blue Box during lunch. Book club members are reminded to submit the Google form sent by email to RSVP. You may contact Mrs. P. Williams with any questions. Seniors, if you did not take a senior formal picture and you want your picture to be a part of the senior class slide presentation, please submit a school-appropriate picture to Mrs. Cherry at rcherry@richland2.org. If you're taking an EOC exam or need to remove detention hours, then you should attend RNE's after-school EOC Blitz on Monday through Thursday until May 11th from 4 to 5 p.m. in room J103, across from the weight room near the Aux Gym. Snacks will be served. Don't forget, all EOCs count as 20% of your final grade. Any student who makes a C or better on the exam will be invited to a barbecue during lunch the last week of May. Tennessee made headlines last month when it voted to ban public drag show. This has sparked a debate on whether or not drag is appropriate for public audiences. Annabelle Jones is here with her opinion and a new commentary.
Just like painting on a canvas, drag is a form of art, an area of self-expression that some people just don't understand. This confusion is honestly a new development. In previous centuries, drag was normal, or as normal as theater can get. From the Shakespearean works you learned to hate in high school to Chicago, and no, I don't mean the city, drag was everywhere. But this doesn't mean it was just something for the history books. Drag is still an important part of culture today.
But this raises the question of what is drag? Well, for one, it's an ever-changing target politicians have been trying to hit for years, and these attacks are back. In South Carolina alone, 2 bills have been introduced to ban drag performances, citing that drag is harmful to our youth.
These bills would stop public money from going to drag. This would stop events like Drag Queen Story Hour at local libraries and public pride displays that host drag performances. In South Carolina specifically, this would target SC Pride, a celebration in downtown Columbia that hosts drag queens as a part of their event. The loss of this celebration would be devastating, given its scale and impact in the community.
But more importantly than the loss of some drag events is the gray area these bills leave for discrimination. They define drag performers as male or female impersonators, but what does this actually mean? Are they going to walk into public plays and arrest every person playing a role that is not their assigned gender? No, because no one really cares when straight people do drag. What this bill will impact is trans people. If an officer enforcing this bill decides that someone looks as though they are impersonating a different gender, they could be arrested. From the moment bills like these are passed, trans people will be at risk, but in a world where the lines between masculinity and femininity are so far blurred, how could this even be enforced fairly? Would men be wearing makeup be drag? Would people in clothing that did not fit their gender expression be at risk?
At the end of the day, these bills could not be enforced fairly. They would disproportionately affect the queer community and people of all gender identities just trying to live their lives. A group that has fought so long and so hard for the freedoms they have. Shots have rained down on the queer community long before Marsha P. Johnson threw that first rock at Stonewall. This community has had to live in fear. Fear for their lovers, their friends, and themselves. But they also have strength. Strength for their fallen sisters, for those like Marsha P. Johnson who weren't afraid to start the fight. And strength for the queer people of today who will have to continue fighting because of bills like these.
Reporting for RNE-TV, I'm Annabelle Jones.
Thanks, Annabelle. Drag allies can show support by donating to the Drag Defense Fund. Next up, RNE-TV Live reporter Jordan Williams is live in the studio with today's What's Good.
Good morning, Cavs. I'm Jordan Williams, and welcome back to another episode of What's Good. Today's Thursday, so I'll be updating y'all on what's going on around the school. First up, the baseball team traveled to North Augusta yesterday for their second playoff game. The Cavs fell short with a score of 4-3, but they're back in action on Friday. Up next, Monday was National Principals Day, so Chef and others from E-Hall gave our principal an assortment of desserts and a heartfelt appreciation card. Now into the classroom. Mrs. Fuellen's junior IB students were working on modeling digestion and absorption while the seniors worked on an exam review. Good luck to all you seniors with exams coming up. Speaking of seniors, if you need a little bit more motivation to finishing strong, just remember y'all only have about 2 weeks left. Last Friday, Ms. Jobe, who's an Associate Director of Admissions and Recruitment for SC State, gave an informative and inspiring college presentation. You all seem so engaged, so maybe SC State is for you. Yesterday, Cavplex held an awards ceremony for their students who won their C-SPAN documentaries. We will go more into detail about specific awards and who won them on Monday for Monday celebrations. Next, Ms. Rabin shared all things RNE has to offer with the Forest Lake community. Personally, I've enjoyed my time so far at RNE, so I just know future students will as well. Well, that's all I have for y'all today. If you'd like to be featured on an episode of What's Good, tweet at RNE Saber on Twitter and use the hashtag What's Good RNE. We will be back tomorrow for an interactive Friday. Reporting for RNE-TV Live, I'm Jordan Williams. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Jordan. We will have a special live performance on tomorrow's show. Reporting for RNE-TV Live, I'm Zoe Beecroft.
And I'm Lillian Mirosevich. Remember, it's a great day to be a Cavalier.